Hello AI enthusiasts, welcome back to SkillCurb. Ever dreamed of writing captivating blog posts that practically write themselves, complete with stunning visuals? Yeah, you heard that right. Introducing the AI Blog Companion, your personal writing powerhouse fueled by cutting-edge technology. Ditch writer's block and unleash your inner blogger with just a few clicks. Tell it what you want to write about, choose your keywords, and watch as the AI crafts your blog post, complete with AI-generated images that will leave your readers in awe. We will be using Streamlit for the user-friendly interface, Gemini Pro for the eloquent prose, and Dalle-3 for the breathtaking visuals. It's the ultimate blogging dream team, ready to ditch the blank page and write blogs that wow. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the AI Blog Companion and unlock the secrets to effortless content creation. So before moving on to our project, let's first see how our project will look like, okay? Alright, so this is how our application will look like, okay? In this particular application, the user has to give it a blog title, okay? Suppose this is my blog title, you can see right over here. Then he or she needs to provide in the keywords, which they need to incorporate into their blog post. You know that keywords are really essential for SEO optimization of your blogs. So these are the keywords that should be incorporated into the blog post to make them like SEO optimized, okay? Then we have like the number of words. Suppose like here in this case, 750 words are there. Then they can choose like number of images they want to generate. Suppose in this case, I want like 3 images. Then they can simply click on generate blog. So it's running, okay? Now you can see that these are the images, okay? Like there are 3 images as requested by the user. This is the image 2, okay? It's looking actually really nice, and this one is the image 3, okay? We can actually use them like in the blog, in the actual blog. These images are looking like really nice. Then we have like the actual blog post, okay? You can see that it's structured like really nice. This is the title, and this is the whole content of our blog. We have like 10 headings. Then we have a conclusion right at the end. This is our application which we are going to like make in this particular project. So I hope you got the idea and point like how our application will look like. All right, guys. As you've seen the demo of this fantastic project, let's just try to see how to set up our application really quickly. So first of all, I will simply create a new folder on my desktop and I will call it as like AI Blog Companion. Okay, so I will simply open up my folder inside of command prompt and I will type in code space dot to open this inside of VS Code. Okay, so here it is open. You can see right over here. So now what I'll do, I'll create a couple of files. First file, I can say like API key.py, okay? And another file I'll create, which would actually contain our main logic, which would be our app.py file, okay? We will be using OpenAI and Google's Gemini Pro model in here. So we need 2 API keys here, okay? First of all, I need OpenAI API key, okay? That would be equals to some value, okay? We will populate them later on. Then we will be using Google Gemini API key as well. That would be equals to some value as well, okay? So now moving on to the app.py. First of all, I need to install a few libraries, okay? So I need to pip install OpenAI Streamlit, okay? And we will install necessary libraries as we require them, okay? So these two are important. OpenAI for like using OpenAI's API key and Streamlit for our front end. All right, so our modules are successfully installed, okay? So the project setup part is actually completed, okay? So now let's just try to see how to design the front end of this application. So for that, we will be using Streamlit. So first of all, I'll import Streamlit as ST, okay? Then what we need to do, we simply need to create the title of our app, okay? for that I can say like st.title, that would be equals to like this thing, okay? Like BlogCraft, your AI writing companion, okay? Then what I can do here, I can simply create a subheader. For that I could say like st.subheader, okay? So that would be a sort of our punchline, which says like, now you can craft perfect blogs with the help of AI. BlogCraft is your new AI blog companion, okay? So I will simply save this file and let me just try to run it and see like how it's looking on the front end. So I'll say like streamlit run app.py to spin up our server, okay? So if you're using it for the first time, you need to provide in with your email. So yeah, that's here. So you need to allow access. So yeah, you can see right over here that it's looking really nice, okay? All right, so it's actually looking really nice, but I actually love the wide layout of our app, okay? So for that, what I'll do, I'll simply go back to my code, okay? And I will set the layout of my application to wide, okay? Like st.setPage_config and layout equals wide, okay? So if I just refresh my page, so all right, now we have switched to the wide mode, which is looking nice, okay? So now we actually need a sidebar, okay? So for that, I can say like sidebar for user input, okay? Because I actually want to keep my all user inputs on the sidebar, and here I will just display my blog and the images, okay? So that's the idea of this thing. So for that, what I can say like with st.sidebar, okay, I could say like st.title, and here I could specify as input your blog details, okay? So if I just refresh my page once again, so you can see right over here that we have like input blog details right here, okay? So now here we can specify a subheader as well, where we could say like enter details of the blog you want to generate, okay? So here you can see it's here, okay? That's looking nice for now. Now we need to take in like the user inputs, okay? So first of all, we need to take in like blog title from the user. So I could say like blog_title, that would be equals to like st.text_input, okay? And I could specify here as like blog title. If I refresh my page, so you can see right over here that now my blog title will go here, okay? So similarly, I also want like keywords, okay? Like keyword input. So here I would say like keywords input, like keywords equals st.text_input, or rather I could say like text area, okay? Keywords and then comma separate. So if I just refresh once again, so here users can enter their like keywords, okay? Like one keyword, then comma separated, another one, then another one, another one. So it would like users can expand it and can close it as well, okay? So that's looking really nice. Then we also need like number of words, okay? So for that, what we can say like num_words equals st.slider. So it would say like number of words, min value I will specify as 250, max value, let's say I would specify as 1000. It's totally up to you, because I want my blog to be somewhere between 250 to 1000 words, okay? And step, I would say like 250, okay? Like a user can generate a blog of minimum 250 words, then they would increase like 250, like 500, then 750, and then 1000. So if I just save this and if I just refresh my page, so now you can see that 250, 500, 750, and 1000. So these are like 4 options that users can play around, okay? So that's really nice. So now I can also specify as like number of images, okay? I can ask user like how many number of images they want to like generate for this blog, okay? So number of images equals st.number_input. Min value would be 1. Max value I can say like 5, okay? And step would be equals to 1. If I save it and refresh my page, so you can see right over here, here my blog title will go, here the keywords will go, then we will have number of words and then number of images, okay? Then we need a submit button, which would say like generate blog, okay? So if I just refresh my page once again, so this is it, okay? Here the blog title will go, here the keywords will go, here the number of words will go, and here like number of images, because the user wants 2 images, okay? So now we can simply generate the blog from here. The user will click generate blog, then the blog will appear here along with the images. So that would be actually really nice, okay? Now let's try to just add some placeholder data to like show you how the blog will look like on the screen, okay? So if I just say like if like submit button is pressed, okay, so then we can say like st.image, that would be the URL of some image, okay. Let's say I specify a variable of like blog right here, okay, and here I specify my blog, and if I just try to write my blog down here, okay, to show you like how it would be visible on the screen. So if I say like st.write, and then if I say like blog, let me just show you like how it will look like, okay. So if I just type in the blog title keywords, okay, suppose I specify number of words as 500 and image to be 1, okay, and then if we just click on like generate blog, so it would be visible in this way, okay. First of all, there would be an image, okay, then there would be the actual blog, okay. We will specify our title on the top. That would actually look great, okay. Then we will have the images, then we will have our actual blog, okay. So it will actually look really nice. So this is how our UI is designed for this particular scenario, okay. So as the user interface has successfully been designed, so let's just try to delve into the main logic of this application. For the blog, what we'll be going to do, we will be going to use Google's Gemini Pro model, okay. That is really great in textual generations, okay. So first of all, for that, I will move on to like makersuite.google.com, and we will try to design our application there, okay. Then we can simply get the code and use it inside of our main application. So this is like Google's AI Studio, okay, you can see right over here. So we will be using Gemini Pro model, not the Vision 1. So I could name my project as AI Blog Companion, okay. The description is actually optional, so that's fine for now. I could simply save, okay. So here I need to actually design my system prompt. So this would be our simple system prompt, like generate a comprehensive, engaging blog post relevant to the given title and keywords. The blog should be approximately dash number of words in length, suitable for an online audience. Ensure the content is original, informative, and maintains a consistent tone throughout. Okay, so that would do our job for now. Suppose I want to create a blog on the title like effects of generative AI, and suppose I give it like keywords, okay, like artificial creativity, okay, ethical implications. Then I could give like technology innovation, okay. Then furthermore, I can give it like machine learning application, and then I could give like AI impact on the society. Then I could say like, make sure to incorporate these keywords in the blog post, okay. The blog should be approximately, let's say I specify here like 500 words. This would be actually taken from our UI, okay, from here. This would be an automated process, so you don't need to worry about that. And suitable for an online audience, ensure the content is original, informative, and maintains a consistent tone throughout. Okay, so let's just try to run it and see whether it performs well or not. Okay, so here you can see it just came back with a blog. Okay, this is the title, like effects of generative AI shaping the future of creativity, innovation, and society. Okay, so this is the introduction. This is like the first heading, artificial creativity. then ethical implications. So it's actually taking our keywords and incorporating it in the headings. So that's really important. Technology innovation, okay, machine learning applications, AI impact on society, then conclusion. So this one actually seems really nice. So we know our application is working, okay. So now what I can do, I can simply get the code from here. That's really important. I love like how this Google's API is shaping our future, okay. I would first copy this line of code first, okay. Then what I'll do, I'll simply go back to my application, open up a new terminal window, and first of all, I need to install Google Generative AI, okay. So it's doing its things. So let it just complete. So then what we need to do, we need to import generative AI as Gen AI, okay. So I would import it right on the top under Streamlit. Then what we need to do, we need to like configure Gen AI.configure like on the top, okay. Then we need to provide in with our API key. So for that, what we can do, first of all, let me just save my prompt, okay, so that it does not disappear. So it's here, you can see right over here. I would go back to my get API key section, copy my API key from here, okay. So I will come back and inside of API key under Google Gemini API key, I would paste in my API key. So now what I can do, I can simply say like from API key, import Google Gemini API key, okay. And I will simply copy this variable from here and I will paste in my variable right. So our API key has been successfully set up. So now let me just go back to like AI blog companion, okay. So I will simply hit like get code from here, okay. This thing is done. We need to actually set up the model, okay. I would simply grab generation config settings and safety settings, okay. So here I will simply paste them, you can see right over here. Then what I'll do, I'll simply grab this model, okay. Here what we are doing, we are actually setting up our model. So for that, I'll simply paste this thing in which it gives like a model name, which is Gemini Pro, then generation config, this whole variable on the top, and safety settings, this one, okay. So now what we can do, like we can simply copy this prompt parts, but we are not going to do it like right here. Let me just get rid of this whole blog thing, okay. That's fine. So now if I just come down here, okay, I will paste it right here, okay, prompt part. So I pasted it down here because here I will have the access to all my variables on the top. All right, so here's our prompt. So now I need to dynamically inject my variables in here. I'll simply first convert it into F string to insert my variables. So I'll copy the blog title from here. Then here, instead of like this title, I would insert in my this variable, okay, which is blog title. Then I also need keywords. So for that, what I can say, like I'll get rid of these keywords, okay, like all of these, and I will inject in my keyword variable right here, okay. So then I need to inject like number of words right here. So I would say like number underscore words, okay. Yeah, that's done. Our prompts part is actually ready. So now what we need to do, we simply need to grab this thing like a response, okay. So here what I'll do, I'll say like response equals model.generate underscore content, and then we are providing it with like prompt parts. So now what I can simply do here, I can like instead of blog, I could say like response dot text, okay. Let me just get rid of this image for now to show you like how our blog is actually looking on the screen, okay. All right, so let's just try to test our application to see whether it's working fine or not, okay. So I have refreshed my application. So the blog title would be benefits of machine learning, okay. Let's say if I just provide in with like these keywords, I should separate them with comma. All right. So these are my 5 keywords which I want to incorporate into my blog. Then let's say I like specify the number of words to be like 750. Number of images is currently playing no role in this application. So that's fine for now. So if I just click on generate blog, okay. So you can see right on the top it's running. So now you can see that here is our blog. So we just make my sidebar a little smaller. So you can see that this is our main title. So these are our headings, okay? Like predictive analytics. So this keyword is used, then automation efficiency, okay? Then data processing speed, pattern recognition, personalization and customization, okay? So all right, you can see that our blog is visible on the screen. So that's actually really great and nice, okay? So it's actually looking like a cool and amazing blog. So you can see right on your screen, okay? So now the next part is like the image one. So for that, we will be using like OpenAI's Dalle-3, okay? So for that, I will be following the official guide of OpenAI. So we already installed OpenAI. So for that, what we can do, we can simply import OpenAI. So I can say from OpenAI, import OpenAI. So now we need to set up the client. So I would say client equals OpenAI. We need to specify in our API key that would be equals to like I would provide in my OpenAI API key right here. Okay. Don't try to use this one because I will revoke it once my project is over. Okay. Here I can also import like OpenAI API key and I can provide my variable right here. Now our client is set. It's done, okay? Now what I can do, I can simply copy this line of code, okay? Like after the submit button is pressed, okay? Like response equals client.images.generate, okay? So it would take in like the model, then the prompt, then the size of the image, then the quality, which would be standard, okay? Then n equals 1. Actually, I need to cut this one from here as well, and I need to paste in right here, okay? So now I need to change the name of this variable because both of them are actually response. So I could say like image underscore response, okay? That's fine. So for now, it says like a white Siamese cat. We will see like how it looks on the screen, okay? Then what we can do, we can simply copy this line of code and paste it right here. Like image underscore URL, that would be equals to image underscore response dot data. And from the first part of data, we are grabbing the URL. So that's pretty much simple. Then what we can do, we can simply like say st.image. We could give in our image URL here. Then we can say like caption equals generated image, okay? Then we can say like st.title your blog post, okay? And that would be the actual blog on the screen, okay? So all right, now let's just try to run this application to see how the image looks on the screen with our blog, okay? Here is my blog title, like effects of global warming. And here are my keywords. Suppose I want to generate like 500 words article. And if I just click on generate blog, so now you can see that it's running, okay? So here you can see the beautiful image, okay? So this is how our image will look like on the screen. So it says like generated image, okay? And here is the title of the blog. And here is actually our blog, okay? You can see right over here. It's looking like really nice. Why the images of like cat? Because here is our prompt like a white Siamese cat. We will modify our prompt in a while. So it could actually pick up the relevant blog images, okay? So all right. So now let's just try to modify the prompt here, okay? So here what I can say like generate a blog post image on the title, and here our title will go, which would be like our blog underscore title. So it would be that simple, okay? We are keeping it simple so that you could understand what's going on here, okay? I don't want to like confuse you here. So I would save it. Now, if we just try to run my application once again, so what it would do, it should actually now bring back the relevant blog image. Okay. Now you can see that the image is actually looking really great. Okay. It shows like the effects of global warming. So this is actually the image which you can use like in your blog post. Okay. So now what we need to do, we need to like play around with like number of images. Okay. So for that, what we can do, suppose a user types in like he wants 3 images or probably 4 images. Okay. So how would you actually like do that? Okay. We could simply run a for loop for that. Okay. So I could say like for I in range, like length of number of images. Okay, so I would take in like whole of this code and intend it according to the for loop, this thing as well. So now here I can create like images list. Okay, so now what we can do here, so now instead of this images URL, what we can do, we can simply say like images dot append, okay, this thing, okay, image response.data like URL. Okay, so what it would do, it would like create a list of URLs for us. So here now I want to see like how many URLs I'll get. So for that, I could simply run another for loop and I could say like st.write, okay, images and provide it with like I. Okay, so now let's just try to see like whether we get the multiple images or not. Okay, so now suppose if I say like number of images to be 3 would be fine. Okay, and if I just click on generate blog, now it would take like slightly longer. Why? Because it would like generate 3 images, okay, with same prompt, because our prompt won't gonna change. It would be same. So that is actually the idea of this thing. Okay. Oh, I got into an error. Like it says like int has no length function. I actually forgot that this like number of images is actually an integer. Okay. So I'll get rid of length here as well. So I'll save my application, come back to my UI, and like for now, let's just stick with 2 images. So it's running, you can see on the top. So now you can see that here are my 2 URLs. So I'm getting 2 images. Okay. So if I just click on the first one, it will open up the image on the screen. So you can see that it's looking actually really nice. Yeah, it's actually awesome. It shows the effect of global warming. And this image is also looking like really nice. The earth is actually on fire. Okay, so these both images are actually looking really nice. So we are getting back the image URLs. Like as we have specified the number of images. So now I want to show the images right on the screen, but I don't want to show them as list. Okay, so if we just like write st.image and give the URL, so what it would do, it will show the images in the form of list. Rather, I want to show them in the form of like slider or carousel. Okay, so that user can actually navigate between the images. So it would actually look really nice on the screen. So all right, to create a carousel on the screen to like show these images, I need to import another library, which is like streamlit carousel. So I'll say from streamlit underscore carousel import carousel. Okay, so now I need to pip install this thing as well. So I'll open up a new terminal here and I will say like pip install streamlit underscore carousel. Okay, so it will be done in a while. So let's just try to like set it up quickly. Okay, so you can see right over here that we can simply like use the carousel in this form. What we need to do, we need some like test items. Okay, so if I just copy these test items and paste in right here, let me just paste it here. Okay, so these are my test items, you can see. Then what we need to do, we simply need to like paste this like right here. Okay, if I just try to paste it right here on like down where I need the image. Okay, and save my file. Now if I try to generate my blog once again, so now you can see right over here that this is actually our carousel. Okay, this is our image 1, this is actually our image 2, this is actually our image 3. Okay, so in this way you can see right on the top, like this is the first dictionary, this one is the second one, this one is the third one. Okay, so now we actually need to implement the carousel with our real images which are coming from here. Okay, like here. So for that, what we can do, I can simply get rid of all of these test items and I will simply keep one dictionary, okay, to be as like the placeholder where I can populate my data. So I can get rid of like this thing, text as well, which would be our like title of the blog. Okay, and I can get rid of this thing as well, which is the URL of our image. So yeah, that's fine for now. So now what we can do, So I can assign it to a variable and I can call it as like single underscore image. Okay, that would be equals to our this dictionary. Okay, so now what we can do, like where we are generating our images, I can get rid of this thing for now. Okay, that's fine. So what I can do here, I can create a variable here and I can call it as images underscore gallery. Okay, so that would be like an empty list. So here what we can do, like we are generating the images and we will be populating them like right here. Okay, inside of like this single image. Let me just copy this variable from here. So I can create a new variable here and I can call it as new underscore image. That would be the like single image, and I will copy all of this stuff. Okay, like this dictionary. I'm copying this dictionary into like this thing. Then what we need to do, we need to change a few things. So for that I can say new underscore image, and I need to change in like the title. Okay, that would be equals to like title. Where is the title? So that would be equals to like I could say image I plus 1. Okay, like image 1, 2 and 3. Okay, then we have like this thing which is like the text. So we need to change our text as. Okay, now we can say like new image, and I'm taking the text from here, and that would be equals to our like this thing where it is blog underscore title. That would be fine. Then we have like another thing which is like we don't need interval, rather we need img. Okay, so I could say like new image, rather we need to specify in with like the variable. Okay, that's fine. So now we need like new image and we need to change the image. Okay, that would be nothing but equals to like where it is like this thing. Okay, image response.data, and we are taking the URL. Okay, now what we need to do, we simply need to say like images gallery dot append, then we need to provide in with like new image. Okay, it will create a gallery that way. Let me show you, like it was here. Okay, like test items, it would create a list in this particular way. So that's perfect, that's awesome. So now what I need to do, I simply need to copy this. Okay, come down here where I was pasting the URLs, I'll get rid of that, and instead of that I will simply call the carousel, and instead of this thing I will provide in with like image gallery. Okay, that's fine. Then we can say like your blog post. First we can say like your blog images are here, then we can say your blog post is here. Okay, that's fine. Now that's complete. Our implementation is actually done, and it's looking really nice. It's just like hardly 100 lines of code and you have created your own AI blog assistant. Okay, all right, so it's time for final testing of our application. Okay, suppose I am giving it a blog title of like the rise of smart machines, AI's growing role in technology. Okay, and if I am giving it like these keywords, let me just try expand it. Okay, like machine learning, automation advances, technological innovation, intelligent systems, data analysis, robotic integration, AI ethics, computational power, smart technology applications, and future of work. Okay, suppose I'm saying like I want an article with like 750 words, like blog post. And suppose I'm saying like I need 3 images for this blog post as well. And if I just click on like generate blog, so I have to wait for a while to see the results. Okay, so all right, you can see the results. It says like your blog images are here. First it gives us like with these cool images, you can simply like choose between them. Okay, you can see that how amazing are these images, and it's actually having the slideshow as well. Okay, there is like the images count, like image 2, and it gives like the same label as is in the blog title. Okay, so the blog post is here. You can see right over here that it's looking really nice. This is the title, and we have like introduction, and we have like 10 points. Then we have conclusion. Okay, and there is a feature of like slideshow as well, which will change the images like after a while, like it happens in carousel. Okay, so this is the complete blog post you can see right over here. Okay, I hope that this video has helped you a lot in learning great things about these key models. Okay, like we have used Gemini Pro, like a cutting edge model from Google. We have used Dalle-3 from OpenAI that is also released like previously. So these two models, we have combined them. So you should have got the idea like how to combine different models to make cool applications out of them. I hope that this video has made a difference in your learning, understanding and approach. Kindly subscribe to our channel as we post daily videos on these cutting edge technologies. That marks the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall catch you up in some other one. Till then, have a good day. Bye.